So my last little 30-second video pretty much nailed the timing and the price movement. Hit all my buys at 30.3 to 30.6, but I didn't think they'd come for the 29K candle, and they did after. So what I ended up doing was at 30.2, after it dropped down below 30,150, I sold a little bit. I liquidated all of my altcoins. Really once BTC price breached 31,000, I liquidated all of those. They crashed hard. Technically I liquidated all the ones I picked up with the BTC money, and I kept some Link. I got in there last time at 104. I should have sold it again, but I didn't. So now here we are. So 29.7 and change. We're holding this level very casually here. 29.2 to me was a good dip. It was a controlled dip. We hit that candle. I didn't think we were gonna hit, but that's how it works. So we go to the 1 hour and I shrink this down and then go back. We could take a look at it. Really what I think they did is they just basically came down for this guy here and then kept going, and now working on this candle. So we could see 28.8. It's not necessary. Normally when there's like a vector candle recovery, it's up to 50% to 100% of the candle, and we got 50% of it and change. So it's entirely possible here that we see that steady climb up that I expected to see from the low 30s. Just gonna start down even further. So we're holding this level. I expect price to steadily climb this week. Nothing crazy. Maybe 32.5 we hit, and then another retrace down. If it does anything spectacular where we get like a 10% price increase in a day, with all the news going on, with all the inflation, the corporate taxes, talk of the sellouts in the market, we're not sure what's going on in a lot of different areas. So there's a lot of macro influences that's going to put a limit on BTC's behavior. So let's take a quick look at see what the volume's been like today in the shorts. All right, short interest. It is dwindling. It continues to go down, but we got a little uptick here. All right, nothing to worry about. I would expect that as we're playing so low. We're getting news of people taking 22 and 20K put orders, 500x leverage, $150,000, but that's just like it could just be insurance for those buyers or sellers, right? All right, let's see here. All right, volume's been interesting. We're getting volume on the increase, getting high volume here on these dips, but we're still getting interest. So to me, that's very reassuring. We're not just gonna fall off this cliff here like we're seeing, right? It's very controlled. All right, so again, very casually holding these levels. Would not surprise me if for no reason at all around the New York Open, about 45 minutes or so, we see a dip. Maybe it gets down the 29 flat or that 28.8 level. Not be a shocker. The absolute floor here for me is 28.2. Anything below that would be a true spring potential or fall off. You know, the way they set these things up is everything's like a coin flip, because again, they run sort of a revenue neutral, I guess that's not really the right way to put it, but market makers, right? Every time someone sells, they take out a long position. There's been a lot of selling down here. So to me, it means they're creating a lot of long positions. So when you have a long position, you want to sell it at the highest possible price, not the lowest possible price. So I don't really see much of a decline here, although the impact of trading down here is highly effective. You see the shorts exiting on net overall the last few days. You see that there's volume today. You know, volume was low on the weekend. There was volume yesterday. And we're just hanging here. Well, to me, that's a good sign. To me, that's prepping to run longer and harder. And I don't want to see an abrupt spike. I do want to see a gradual increase. Work a trend. It's going to be painful for most, but I think it'll be sustainable. So that's what I'm looking for next. I'm going to look for something like a tiny dip, probably so small I won't even be able to draw it on my phone here. You know, something tiny like that, and then this methodical climb out. And if we get hit 32.5 this week, I think we'll be in real good shape going forward. But again, there's a lot of market forces, just macro in general, that's impacting all markets, Bitcoin included, and it's going to take a little time to sort out.